All right. This is an official Workaway meeting on Thursday, June 7th, 2018.
Day 7.
Day 7. Okay, I got a number of topics here on the agenda here for today, and the first one is the water situation. Water manager, can you give us a report on the water situation?
Oh, okay. So last night somebody left the water spout open, so all the water dripped out. But I closed it, or someone else closed it, Pauline, I think.
I think you did. I don't know.
And I refilled the water, so it's dripping now. And I cleaned out the filter yesterday, so that should fill up fast. Dishwater looks, I need to refill it.
Right.
And then I refilled the hand washing station.
What's our quantity of drinking water at the moment, do you think?
In there?
No, just filtered water.
Well, I don't know how much everyone else
I've
has.
got half a jug right here.
I think we probably have the most out of anyone.
So we're nearing a water crisis.
Nearing it, but we're not there yet. So
Yeah, but I think it's approaching rapidly. You know, people start
We're not
working
there yet.
Thursday and drinking, making lunch. I think by lunch we're going to be completely out of filtered water.
all right.
So anyway, well, we need some remedies to this. Right away, I'm going to rule out boiling water with propane. It's just, burning fossil fuels. Surely we can think of something else.
Could we boil it on the furnace?
We could, but then we got to burn a lot of wood, and it makes a lot of smoke. And for working outside, it kind of swirls around. It kind of stinks.
True.
And so, anything else?
What about that? You know, the one with the big bottle with the covering of the towel? What about
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
No, that's sort of contaminated with insects.
What if we just use that filter bag thing and just kind of filter a bunch?
Well, we could certainly do that for all the boiling water for teas
But
and
that's still not good
cooking
enough to
and
drink.
stuff. Well, we could do that and take a chance. It's from the well, and I believe people have drunk out of that well without actually running it through one of these filters before. So we could do that as well. What about going elsewhere to get water? There's a hose down. We could get Pete's Lake water.
Pete's Lake water.
Yeah.
But I thought that's not.
I drank some of that out of the shower at the sauna yesterday, and I feel like my stomach was a little hurty.
I did. There is a boiled water notice in effect on that Pete's Lake water where it comes out.
Like, you should boil it.
I drank some
That's
yesterday and I was fine.
Right, because we could send somebody down, say, on the motorbike to fill up, 4, 5, 6 jugs or something if necessary.
Oh, we still have your sparkling something water.
Yeah, I have a bottle of water.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll make sure we only use water directly from that barrel out there, pouring it through that sieve sort of thing for all boiling issues. And then we'll filter enough water to actually drink, and just try to conserve it. And if you're brushing your teeth, don't pour a bunch onto your toothbrush and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes. And when we completely run out, I guess we'll have to get some from somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, next on the agenda is if everybody could kind of give me a sort of a physical and spiritual report in 1 minute or less, outlining maybe you got a sore back, sore ankles, and just sort of how you're feeling, basically. Alice?
I am feeling probably about a 7 out of 10,
Yeah?
I would say.
Is this physical?
This is physical.
Yeah.
Mental, I'm probably about 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm all
That's
good
very nice.
mentally. Physically, I think I just spread a little bit of that treacle stuff all over my face while eating popcorn, and now my face is all like, hello.
So no real physical difficulties?
I had rolled my ankle yesterday, but I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Physically, I'm a little stiff, but that's just from sleeping on the ground. So probably like a 8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be good.
Did you have a blister on your hand or
I
something?
do have a blister on my hand that probably brings it down to like a 6.5.
Yeah.
So, or no, 7.5. But I'll be at like a 9 after I'm stretched out. Mentally and spiritually, I'm like a 9.5 because I'm just a little tired.
Right.
But when I wake up, I'll be 10 out of 10.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Roxanne?
I feel great.
Yeah, I feel fine. My biceps are a little sore from that shoveling. But, Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm feeling very good. I think I'm not so sore anymore. So I was sore the previous days, but today is actually the best day. So yeah, I think I agree. And
Great.
mentally too, like the sauna did one is very great.
Amber?
Mentally I'm 10 out of 10. Pretty happy here. I like sleeping with everybody. And physically, I always end up in weird positions on the sleep, so maybe I'm looking at that just because I'm not like being sticky.
So mentally, I also am 10 out of 10. It's great here. And yeah, I enjoy it that we're all like cuddly in the tent.
Don't you need to get
I
involved?
named our tent Big Green.
What?
I named our tent Big Green.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but my back was sore yesterday, and it kind of is today again. I'm not sure how it will be when we're stretching a little bit, but
Maybe we should do a little stretch.
yeah. But I'm not sure. Maybe it was the shoveling yesterday. I don't know.
Right. Well, maybe avoid heavy lifting or
Yeah.
something today.
Yeah, good idea. And probably I should put Tiger Balm on it to
Right.
like
Oh, yeah.
relax it. Anybody wants that? Yeah.
Okay, and myself, you know, I'm physically pretty good. You know, I've always got kind of a sore back, but that's always sort of an ongoing thing. And spiritually, pretty good. Okay, I did see some information about the grub and what was it called, bread and jam now. That there is musical instruments down there, like guitars and stuff, so you don't have to bring one. I think they said there was a guitar, a banjo,
That's today?
some drums.
No, it's on Saturday.
Saturday.
This is on Saturday.
Oh, so it's still happening. Okay, there's something on Saturday.
Yeah, this is sort of a musical open mic sort
Like
of
an
thing.
open mic.
It's not old music. You
And
can
there's
tell.
food.
There's people tell stories and juggle and stuff
Wait,
occasionally.
I have some information. So they're usually like I think $5 cover charge. There might be like a club fee. Can't remember exactly how much it is, but maybe bring like $20. I think there's $5 for the food. But if you perform, like some people just like go up to the microphone and do like a whistle song, then you get it for free. You still have to pay for the food, but so yeah, if you were brave enough to just like go up there and tell a story or whistle or play some music, then you're free.
And if you want, the notice also was if you want to perform sort of early in the evening to mid-evening, you should call this guy and kind of book a spot. Otherwise, you get sort of later on in the evening.
Okay.
And what was the other thing in there? I think that was it.
Excuse me?
Oh, if you want to go down there early, it's starting at noon. It's all sort of set up, you know, for sound checks and rehearsals and practice and stuff. So if anybody does want to go early.
Where is it?
At the community hall, about halfway down the island.
Okay.
Easy hitchhiking down there.
We
And-
didn't
and
go
back.
there.
No.
Oh yeah.
Where is it on the map?
On the map, it is, you know, about here. This is probably that black dot right there.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's about halfway down. You just take the shortest route out to the main road, stick your thumb out, bang, you're down there. Guaranteed safe hitchhiking. Just watch out for drinking drivers. So,
Is there an ATM on the island?
yep,
Yes.
down at the
So we
hotel.
need to have cash for the ferry to leave, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important.
I have enough cash for you and me. If you want to.
It's in the ATM afterwards. So.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is tomorrow there is a TV crew coming here from a Hong Kong TV channel at 10 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, we don't actually have to agree to be on TV, but they're going to come here and talk to me and, you know, you as well if you want to. It's sort of an optional thing, you know, if you don't want to participate in anything like that, you don't have to, but it would be kind of nice if you did. And, you know, I'll probably sort of give them the walking tour and sort of explain the off-grid thing. I think their sort of topic here is sort of the off-grid living. So apparently there's a lot of people in Hong Kong even that are sort of interested in it, but virtually no one there does it at this point.
I don't know how you could. In Hong
So
Kong.
the woman's name is Donna Chan, and she probably will come with a camera person and maybe one other person.
Is she your pen pal?
Nope, this is Chinese. Donna Chan.
Oh.
So they'll probably only be here for a couple hours, and was sort of what I was thinking is, I'll kind of maybe stroll around with them kind of on the walking tour, and then maybe we would encounter people doing something, stacking firewood, watering gardens, and maybe you could just say who you are, why you're here, related to off-grid things, and maybe just a few comments, do you like it, do you not like it, and what are you learning, that sort of a thing. So that'll probably happen around 10 o'clock, so if you want to, maybe spruce yourself up a little bit or something,
What are you suggesting?
or just go natural, or maybe even just, wear muddy clothes if you want.
I'm gonna take a dirt bath. Yeah.
Birds do that.
Okay, so that's happening. They are staying down at the hotel, I guess, down there somewhere, or maybe the Bug Lady's Airbnb cabins or something down there. So I gave them the same directions that I gave you.
Let's see.
So presumably they will get here without getting lost. They may have hired
You might have
somebody.
to,
They may have hired somebody downtown to. They may have hired. They may have hired somebody.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
I'm gonna have to cut this part out. Okay, they may have hired a car downtown and they will drive them here, and it might be a local person, so they may drive right here without a problem. We'll see what happens. Okay, the final item on the agenda is on Sunday. The 10-day shift officially sort of ends, and there are ferries on Sundays that leave at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
So no more food after that.
Now, we are sort of, if you are, determined to stay on Laskedia, we may be able to find you other places that will host you, if you are interested. And we are sort of looking for 2 people to stay on a bit longer, 1 to help Roxanne build a cabin, and 1 to help me conduct my guitar wood business, which means a lot of beach combing and lifting these heavy boxes. And similar to what Hazel did, she came with me 3 times, and then even she came with me to the other side, to Vancouver Island, once, and she did all the lifting of the boxes, out of the boat and into the taxi and then into the post office sort of thing. So I'm sort of looking for an assistant that would be suitable for that. So now that you're here for 7 days and you kind of know sort of what it's like here and what's going on, if you would like to apply for one of those 2 positions after the Sunday 10-day shift ends, just let us know and we'll see what we can do.
How long would you want us to stay?
Oh, probably another 4 to 20 days. Perhaps longer.
Specific.
So anybody else want to contribute anything to this meeting? Bring up any topics, or
Feels like we've been here for a lot longer than 7 days.
it does.
But then,
No,
like,
it feels like
It almost seems like you've been here.
yeah,
It almost seems like you've always been here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting lost anymore.
Well, are you guys going to the marketing Draper thing?
What? Oh,
Dance thing?
it's
Okay,
on Sunday?
before we get into that, let me just say one final thing. Just whenever you're ready, come outside with your gloves and report for duty, and then I'll sort of assign you today's tasks.
Okay.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Cheese rocket.
Cool.
Discuss whatever you want.
Yeah.
When is that?